own show, which brings you medicine and other wonderful products in the field of health every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. here on WNN AM 1470 Radio and live streamed on www.wonderfulworldofwellness.com. Brought to you by the Adult and Geriatric Center of Florida under the medical direction of the geriatrical doctor Andy Mencia. Call and be part of the show at 888-565-1470 and let Dr. Mencia help you find a future with wellness.
Welcome to the show. This is our first televised show of the wonderful World of Wellness. We had been transmitted via the radio now for over 2 years, thanks to my wonderful friend Anita Findlay, with whom I've been transmitting every Saturday morning, and I had been promoted now to prime time. It doesn't mean that you will not continue to hear me on Saturday morning, but now you can hear the show and you can get to see what we're bringing to you. As you know, sometimes when we're doing the radio show, we're trying to explain to our audience everything that we are doing. So I'm very happy that Freddie and I pair up on the program so we can bring you what us in geriatric medicine feel is the most important part of healthcare and the most economical part of healthcare, that is basically preventive medicine. So it's going to be a great show that we are going to be putting together for you. This is our first show, and we want to each and every show bring you different topics, have different guests coming over, and talk to you about what's happening in medicine, what's happening with healthcare, what are the latest procedures being performed, bring people that have to do with preventive medicine. And one of the beauty of the type of medicine that we are practicing is combining what I call basically fusing holistic medicine right along with traditional medicine. As we all know, especially us MD, medical doctor, that had been trained in traditional medicine, basically if the patient wants to have a holistic approach to their care, we basically refer those patients out to a person that will dedicate themselves to holistic medicine. Growing up in Hawaii and growing up with my mother, that whenever I have a little cold or a little bruise, she will go in the backyard and pick up some leaves and make a tea and make me feel better. So I grew up with the wonders of earth and holistic medicine. So as I opened my geriatric center, one of my objectives was basically to bring together or not to overlook the fact that holistic medicine has a role on healthcare. And sometimes, I feel, my personal opinion, it can be a even more important role than traditional medicine. And there are times that we need to combine both holistic and traditional medicine. For example, I might have a patient with arthritis, and the patient cannot take any of the products that can be prescribed because of a stomach issue or a problem with the kidneys. And a lot of time I would recommend for them to take some turmeric, which is an Indian spice. But turmeric, when you look at the level of anti-inflammatory drugs available, turmeric basically will fall around Mobic or Celebrex, which is just below the effect that you get from Celebrex or Mobic. You can get the same effect from turmeric. And I think we do have a call, or we have a call in. So let's see who is our caller. You are on the air.
Hello, yes, this is John calling. I wanted to talk about what the coffee has done for me.
What's your name again?
John.
Oh, hi, John. How you doing? You had been drinking the coffee, the Organo Gold product?
I did. I was first convinced when I went to your office and I had all the congestions and, in the nasal, couldn't breathe, and your office was kind enough to offer me a cup of tea. And when I drank it, it was so good. And I found it funny that, because I was in your office for about half an hour, by the time I was walking out of your office, I had no symptoms. I mean, I still had the congestion, but my nose wasn't running. I didn't feel the actual congestion anymore. The symptoms were so remarkable that I decided to buy a box. I've been drinking it every day, and I feel so wonderful. I owe you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, John, thank you for your call. We appreciate your call, and the products are available in the office, but you can also get it, John, if you don't come often by the office, you can get it in the internet, and the site to go to, if you remember when you got your bags, there's a website there, is www.mencia, M-E-N-C-I-A, cafe, C-A-F-E.com, www.menciacafe.com, or you can just call the office and ask for the website, and one of my staff will be happy to walk you through it so you can get your product. And this is what we're talking about, to be able to take a person like John that was getting the flu, and there are many different products we can use. A product that you have over the counter, and like John said, you take some of this product, and the magic of what John has basically is, like, for example, the green tea or the red tea. The magic on the product is the Chinese mushroom that is fused into all of this product. It's called Ganoderma lucidum. And now the mushroom is new for us here in the Western world, but in Asia it's very well known. People can buy the mushroom all over. The difference between the mushroom and the quality of mushroom that you get to Ganoderma lucidum through Organo Gold is that the Ganoderma lucidum, this mushroom, is highly produced, very refined from Asia, and it had been fused into the coffee and the tea, the green tea, the red tea. And like I tell my patient, if the coffee makes you feel good, wait until you try the pure product. We have another caller. Caller, you're on the air, please.
Hi, my name is Elaine, and I'm relatively new to your practice. And I was in a few weeks ago, and I noticed that you were selling the coffee and the tea products, and I inquired about it, and I couldn't believe the health benefits behind it. So I bought some, and I've been drinking it daily. I just can't believe how different I feel. I mean, I have a lot more energy. I noticed
Beautiful.
I'm sleeping a lot better, feeling a lot better. It's an amazing product, and the taste is really good as well.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for your testimonial, and that's why when I first went to see the product and I did my research before I put any product in my office, I usually want to research, and I want to make sure that the quality of product, because I'm an MD, I'm a medical doctor, and my research department, a lot of time we are available to study many drugs for the FDA and different pharmaceutical company. My research department look into the Organo Gold company and the quality of product that they were bringing out into the market, and it was very easy to get people to get into the product because the taste is great, and the fact, like you just said, is a product that will make you feel great. It will give you energy, and a lot of my patients, and personally, I'm a drinker. I carry my. When you come to my office, you go to my desk, you see my cup of coffee, and I'm usually have it, ready to go. And when I'm downstairs on the first floor seeing patient, the coffee is great because personally, what I can tell you about the coffee, this is my testimonial, it's my personal experience, is that it doesn't make me jittery, does not give me palpitation, it does not give me gastritis, which is the inflammation of the stomach when you tend to decrease the acid content too low in the stomach, meaning that your stomach now is becoming more acidic. And if you have not eaten and your stomach is acidic, that's the perfect stone to set up for a acute gastritis or inflammation of the wall of the stomach. And the fact that the product makes you feel great, and you are basically not having all of those non-side effects that the coffee, when we drink it, tend to bring. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my personal habit when it comes to coffee. I have a house in Wellington, north from here, from Boca. And if you go to my house, you will see that I have an espresso machine. If you come to my office on the second floor in the kitchen, I have an espresso machine. And in my apartment in Sunrise Boulevard, I have an espresso machine. So when they brought my product to me, I started crying about my espresso machines. What am I going to do with all this machine? I still use them because they give me hot water. So now I have the espresso machine to give me hot water, and I drink my coffee, and I feel great. And I remember my next door neighbor, Caroline, that sent me a text on my phone, and it was like late at night, maybe over 8 or 9 o'clock p.m., and she said, do you have any of that coffee you've been talking about, because I want to try it. And I went next door to my next door neighbor, and I brought her some of the coffee, and I said, for me, I'm able to sleep drinking the coffee, so I don't know if you want to wait for the morning and try it. She said, okay, so I gave her a few of the sachet or the envelope for her to try. And she came the next day, came by my office, not only to buy coffee, she said, I want to partner with you in this business. I drank this coffee, I felt great, I gave it to my husband, and then I slept like a baby. So not only she liked the coffee, she partnered with me as a distributor of Organogold. And one of the things that I'm going to talk on the other segment is how you can partner with a company like this that have grown tremendously and have such a variety of products. As you can see, you have the cafe latte, you have the cafe supreme, you have the red tea, you have the chocolate for the kids, and you have the toothpaste, you have the cream that you can use, you have soap. And when the product that you take in the coffee make you feel that good, wait until you try the capsules. Before the Organogold was able to put together such a high quality product coming out of Asia, in order for people to get their hand on Ganoderma lucidum, on this mushroom, it used to be very, very expensive to get your hand on this product. So they were able to produce this, not only produce it, but also get the stamp of approval from different organizations and from different nations to come into Asia and look at their production line, and they got approval from different nations, including Canada, USA, Japan, South Korea. And of course that now gives more credibility to a product that is being brought into the United States. And one of the secret of this company that I don't even know. But one of the secrets of the company in my research is that they are able to take the mushroom and process this mushroom in such a way that there's no bitter taste to it. On the contrary, a lot of my patients, when they try the tea, they come to me and they say, I usually drink my tea with either sugar or honey and have my tea, but somehow the tea that I'm getting from you, I don't have to add anything to it. And that says a lot about the twist that this mushroom is able to put on the different things that we drink and the different things that we use. And I did my radio show with Anita not too long ago, and I devoted the entire radio show to the toothpaste. And when we spoke about the toothpaste in the radio show, I have one of my patients that listen to me every Saturday morning, and the patient say, well, Dr. Mencia, when you were talking in the program, you said that in Asia people have used the toothpaste in their skin. And I say, well, that's what the research said. And there was a big research that was done in India, and they were talking about the using not this toothpaste. It had nothing to do with this company, and that was the beauty of it. So it was a very objective study, and it was not involved with this company whatsoever. But they studied a toothpaste with Ganoderma in it, and they were talking about how the toothpaste with the mushroom was able to decrease the incidence of Candida albicans. Now, Candida albicans is known to produce what you normally known as oral thrush. So and in the study, in their conclusion, they say that in Asia, people even use the toothpaste, what we call in medicine, a vehicle of transportation. So when we create a cream, we can create a cream as a cream, or we can create it as a gel. And usually you have the active ingredient, you have the product, and then you have a vehicle of transportation to make it very thick or to make it thinner. And the same thing when you use a sunblocker. When you use a sunblocker, you have different type of vehicle of transportation. If it's very watery, you can use the sunblocker as a spray, and if it's thicker, then you can use it as a cream. So in their study, in the toothpaste, in their conclusion, they say that people have used it in the skin. And she asked me, well, can I get the toothpaste because I have rosacea, and everything that I try on my face for my rosacea, it tends to make it worse. So can I try? And I say, because we are we are going into an area of unknown to me as a physician, I'm going to make a deal with you. Go ahead and buy the toothpaste from me, and I want you to try it. Keep it away from your eyes. Put it in twice. Put it on the area of concern twice a day, and let's give it about a month. Let's see how it works. And if it doesn't work, because this is not what I normally would sell the toothpaste for, what I'm going to do, I will reimburse you your money if this doesn't work, because I really don't know what's going to happen. I just read the study, and I don't know how reliable everything was. So she took the toothpaste. She bought the toothpaste from me, and she came the following week to get blood drawn, and I see the patient, and she's tickle happy, and I look at her face. I say, oh my God, your face looks just great. And she said, Dr. Mencia, why you couldn't offer this to me earlier? I mean, she did very, very well. Now, that is one patient. That doesn't mean I want everybody out there that has a rash to go and get your toothpaste that you have in your bathroom and start putting it on a rash. What I'm saying to you that in that particular case, the toothpaste was great. And I have one of my nurses in my office today that had a little rash right where the watch belongs, and I say, because my patient did so well and the rash was itching on him, And I say, because my patient did so well, I want to try this on you. I want to try a little bit of this toothpaste, and I put it on. And then around 11 o'clock in the morning, I went back and I said, let me put a little bit more. He said, well, if you want to, go ahead, but it doesn't itch anymore. It feels good. So I'm a scientist, and I love to do research. I love to, see how products really work, and if it's good or not. And I give you a little history of doing scientific work at the office. We were looking for a line of product for weight loss about 4 or 5 years ago. We're looking for this line of product for weight loss, and my research department, they came up with the top 5 weight loss program, and I say I want something that is affordable for the patient, and that is effective, and that is well tolerated, that they can take this product and they can tolerate the product. So they go, when they look at what was affordable, and they show some sort of effectiveness according to their claims. And I call each of the company. I say, okay, I have my staff call each of the company, and let's get some of the product in to my office. So each company sent me the product, all 5 companies sent me their product, and I gave it to my staff. And I say, I want you to try this shake, or I want you to try this other product, taste it, and tell me how you feel. I didn't know what the product was for. I just want taste. I want to say, can you tolerate the product or not? And all of the product but one were able to pass the taste of my staff. Most of my staff were spitting out the product. They didn't like it. They could not pass the taste. And in that case, we say, I don't want to have my patient. And then when you look at how this company works when it comes to weight loss, when I would recommend that to you as a weight loss program, then you will go in the internet and you will buy it, or you will buy it from my office, and you have to buy 3 months supply. Can you imagine if I would have gotten into that system of weight loss, how angry my patient would have come back to me and said, Dr. Mencia, you sold me this product. I cannot even taste it. It tastes horrible. Of course, you're going to lose weight. That's the only thing you have to eat. But that is no good medicine. So with things that we normally have in the office, and I sell a lot of different products for my patient. For example, I'm a firm believer in fish oil, and when it comes to fish oil, we should all know that there are 3 types of fish oil. You have the omega-3, you have the omega-9, and you have the omega-6. Now, if I'm a fish oil producer, what the FDA requires of me is that I tell you at least 2 of the fish oil that I'm distributing to you. Then you as the consumer is supposed to decide or calculate, better yet, you are supposed to calculate what is the 3rd component. So because we all know and we hear about omega-3, we always gonna, when we look in the back of the product, we always gonna see how much omega-3 you're getting. And because people know that omega-9 is a good omega, you're going to see also that value. So let me give you an example. You buy a fish oil, and the fish oil say omega-3 1,000 milligram. Then you turn the bottle around, and it says here omega-3 now is really 150 milligram. Omega-9 is 50 milligram. And they stop there. So you say, well, 150 and 50, that's 200 milligram of good omega. So when you go back to that 1,000, you are getting 800 milligram of omega-6. And what is omega-6? Omega-6 is the bad fish oil. Where do we get omega-6 from? From French fry, from ice cream, from hamburger, from junk food. You can get omega-6. So if you are a smart consumer, when you buy your fish oil, you want to make sure that you are getting a pure product, that if you are buying omega-3 and omega-9, that you are getting high level of omega-3 and omega-9. Now, if you are getting 800 milligram of omega-3 and 50 milligram or 9 or 100 milligram or 9, so now you're getting 900 and maybe just 100 milligram of the bad omega. That's a little bit more tolerated and a better buck for your money when you're buying the product. So we have to be cautious when we are buying a product, and as we all know that multivitamin and nutraceuticals is a multi-billion-dollar market, and a lot of people will cash on ignorance. So you have to do your research, and when the omega that I sell in my office is because I have done the research. As a matter of fact, I tell you another little history of omega. I did the research for a patient of mine that had MS. Multiple sclerosis, and for MS you have to try to get for that person the best quality of fish oil possible. And before I had that patient under my care, I used to tell my patient, get a good omega-3 and omega-9, get a good fish oil, and go to either Whole Foods or one of the store of your, one of your favorite store, and buy it from there. And to my ignorance, I didn't know. I was just throwing the patient out there in the wood. So when the patient will go and get the omega, when I did my research and I find out that, wow, there are different type of omega. So when we come back from this break, I finish the story for you.
Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV.
Talk 1470 WWNN Pompano Beach, WKIS HD3 Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Are all home healthcare companies the same? So ask yourself this: does your home healthcare agency offer these features? Skilled nursing care, home health aides, rehab, or social services? Highlight Home Health has been selected as one of the top home health agencies in the United States for 2008, 2009, and 2010. Home health is important, so call the company who cares. Highlight Home Care, 561-450-6229. Highlight Home Care is a Medicare certified home health agency. Call 561-450-6229. Dr. Andy Mencia's mission is to improve your quality of life by providing both convenient and affordable health care under one roof for our patients. By providing the best health care services to our patients, Adult and Geriatric Health Center can prosper as a business, as well as to continue to meet and exceed the expectations of our staff and customers. Call us at 954-489-1345. 954-489-1345. And now, back to our show.
Okay, so after we have done all the research and all of that with the fish oil, I started telling my patient, now this particular brand, I want you to go and get this brand from either this store or that store, but this is the brand that my research department had found to have the highest content of fish oil. And then it so happened that I went to a program in Orlando, Florida. And in the program, you know, they have booth with different company, nutraceutical company. And I see that the company that have the fish oil that I've been recommended were there. So I went to say hello. And I introduced myself and I said, I've been recommended your product. I think it's great, that we did a lot of research. And the representative of that company that was there say, Dr. Mencia, you can have this product at your office and your patient can save some money if you become the distributor of the product instead of then going to a big chain store and getting it from there. So in that case, I say, well, immediately I call my staff and I say, I want you to search this company and we're going to distribute this fish oil in my company. And most of the nutraceutical, vitamins and different products that we have is because we have seen that not only they are affordable, they are effective, and they are well tolerated by the patient. And it's convenient. So when the patient comes for their follow-up, for their blood work, to get their ultrasound, it's convenient for them to say, let me get my monthly supply of my nutraceuticals and vitamins. And we have done the same thing with the OrganoGold products. We have distributed this to and sample that to our patients. And many patients, when they come back over and over again, can I try that coffee again? Can I try that? And eventually they say, let me buy it. And or they go in the internet and they buy it from the internet. And we have people in other countries. I want to say hello to Samantha in Malaysia, who I've been talking to, and I know soon she will be one of the distributors working with us in OrganoGold. And when it comes to becoming a distributor, if you work with my team, we are a team basically of professionals. We have business analysts that have joined us, business development specialists. We have doctors, nurses. We have nutritionists, dietitians that had joined the OrganoGold distributor team. And not only that, we have this guy here that we're going to put on the camera, and that is Greg Norman. Let's see if we can see it. There you go, Greg Norman. And Greg Norman has joined the Global Brand Ambassador for OrganoGold, and is the next wave of distributors that have joined. It's people that are professionals, have joined the company. And if you want to join my company, we have meeting right at my office, and we will sample the coffee for you, any brand that you like. We'll sample the coffee for you. You can look at the product, you can touch, you can feel, you can see how we distribute, how we display everything. And I will personally, or one of my close top assistant will help you become a distributor of OrganoGold. Why, you might say, why is it important to become a distributor? Well, let me put it to you this way. Knowing what you know today about Starbucks, if somebody would have come to you 10 years ago and say, Blank, would you like to buy some of the stocks of Starbucks now so you can put it away for the future? Most of us, the answer is yes, we would have bought the products from Starbucks, the stocks. Knowing what we know today of Starbucks and knowing what I know today of this company that have been able in 5 years to become over $1 billion company, it's a company for any person that put on their CEO hat. I say it's a great company for me to partner with. And when you call or when you come to my meeting and you partner with me, you are partnering with a group of professionals that will guide you and will help you develop your business as if you are buying a Starbucks store. The main difference is that here, what the company is doing, for those of you that have a business background, what the company is doing is, instead of spending 60-70% on overhead in opening store, marketing strategy, insurance, lawyer fee, instead of spending all that money, they are telling us, the distributors, we are going to split with you 50-50. We're going to take the profit, we're going to split it 50-50. 50% stay with the company for product production and new development, and 50% will go to the producer. So the 50%, they have 7 different ways how they are going to get the money come to the distributor. And when you come to my meetings, you will hear about the 7 different ways. The meetings are heard in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and French. The meetings are heard every Fridays. 5:30 is the English version, and 7 o'clock is the Spanish version, weekend in French. And on Wednesday, the same time, 5:30, you have the English version, and 7 o'clock. And this is every week, those 2 days, like clockwork. You come to the office and you can sit in the meeting, you can try the coffee, and you can hear the presentation, because there are people out there that are struggling, people that are working, cleaning houses, that have people, especially people that have a good background, a good education, but they have not been able to put it forward. And there are people that have started business and they are not doing so well, and they say, I think I can add this to my practice or to my business as a additional source of income. And what you learn when you come to our group, because we are a group of professionals working together, and when you take a company like Organo Gold, that the support system is one of the best in the world. I have never worked with any company, any organization, that the support system had been so attentive in educating us, and that education then we can pass it on to our distributors. And when we sit in the meeting, we will go basically over how the company works, how the reimbursement. There are 7 different ways how you can get reimbursed. And basically, by the team that we have put together, we call the Gold team, because most of us, 90+% are Gold member in this organization. And I was talking with in an international telephone conversation that I was involved with. I have the honor of being invited by Mr. Jared Wilkins from Texas, and I was so surprised when Mr. Wilkins decided to go over the top 5 superstar distributor in the world. And he said, let me start it from the top, and I'm going to tell you, number 5 is this person in UK. I remember that number 4 was a person from Virginia. Number 3 was a person from Australia. Number 2, I believe, was a person from Alabama, back to the United States. And the number 1 superstar distributor in the world is your humble Dr. Andy Mencia. So when you come and join our team, you are joining a team of professional and true leadership. And I take a lot of my knowledge from Taekwondo. As some of you know me already, I'm a grandmaster in Taekwondo. I was the president of the United States Taekwondo Federation, and I was the chairman of the anti-doping committee worldwide for the International Taekwondo Federation, ITF. So I take all my discipline, all my business background, my medical background, and the partnership that I have been honored to have joined our golden team. And we continue to grow, and we want to invite you. We want, if you are suffering out there, if you're having a hard time making ends meet, if you are one of those persons out there that you live in paycheck by paycheck, trust me, this organization, if you do things the right way, Mr. Boggs have put such a great system together in this organization. He have spearheaded the marketing and the structure for people like me that have never been in multi-level marketing to hit the ground running. And it's very simple. You come, you try the product, you like it, you do your testimonial. If it's something that you can, you might want to be just a consumer. You're welcome to do that also. But there are people out there that would love to say, I want to join a team like Dr. Mencia, and I want to be able to make a living with a company where the amount of income that you can make, now listen to this, the amount of income that you can make is to infinity. Now, you might think, that sounds crazy. And if you do, come and check it out, because it does sound crazy. And when I first heard that, I questioned it myself. But I can tell you my personal story, just being in the first 4 weeks of doing this company, my company, and I have my, I have the luxury, okay? I have the luxury of having a controller, which is like the guru of the numbers of the finance in my company. And I asked my controller, I got involved into this company, I'm making my investment, I'm going to become a gold member distributor as soon as my box come in. That, by the way, was delivered the same day by the person that facilitated this for me, Angelo. The same day he gave me the box. It was, I think, on a Thursday or Friday, and I left the box in there until that Monday. So in reality, that Monday, that's when my company took off. That Monday we set up everything on the table, and we took off, and we started giving sample, and we tried to learn and work with the product. Let me tell you that in 4 weeks of doing this business, I generated over $9,000 US in retail. And because of the contact that I have, I started posting it on Facebook. I started calling friends and colleagues of mine internationally, and I even started taking some of my sample and shipping it out international to Greenland, to Germany, to Asia. I started shipping sample. I said, I want you to, and put a little note, I want you to try this, and if you like it, go on my website. On my website, I sold over $4,000 in 4 weeks. That's almost $15,000 in a month. That's not bad money. So now, let's go back a little bit, because if you are one of those persons that don't have a job, and you have all the time in your life, I have a job. I have a full-time job, and I see patients, and I see lots of patients. I work 6 days a week seeing patients. So if I'm Mr. Boggs and I'm looking for a distributor, I'm sure I will be the last person he will think of to become a distributor, because he might say, this guy is so busy that he will never have time to do this kind of business. And he probably would have been right. But the business is so simple. It's so simple that it sells itself. I have basically just to tell the patient, here, try it. Try this product. see what you think, and people will try it, and they will not leave my office without buying something and coming back and buying more. So when the person start coming back and buying more, there must be something good on the way they feel, as we heard from the previous two callers that called to express their testimonial. And I had a call from one of my consumer. Her name is Renata from Germany, and her mother has diabetes. And Renata herself was feeling very fatigued, was losing weight. And when I go to Germany, I see patients in Germany. And when I go to Germany, I usually see patients, and they are, they usually take good care of me when I'm there. They take me anywhere I need to go. They even gave me the Rosetta Stone, the full course in German, so I can learn some German that I've been doing, Renata. So I will not let you down. But I told her, I got into this company, and I want, Renata, for you to go into the site and I want you to try some of the product. I want you to help me out, go and try some of this product. Renata went online. She tried some of the product. She called me back a few weeks later and said, oh my God, Mom that has what we call peripheral neuropathy, is very common in diabetic patients, and that is that tingling sensation, that pain that people get on their lower extremity usually. Is very bothersome, and a lot of people will suffer so much from peripheral neuropathy that they become depressed. And Renata called me back and she said, my mother states that her feet now feel better, and they've been dying to get a hold of the capsule, because I guess when they go on the website, they're having problem getting the capsules. So I told them, well, one of the company that I have is an import and export company, so I'm going to do my best through my other company, my import and export company, to send the capsule to you. So when I hear the testimonial, and then Renata herself telling me, I have so much energy now. I've been drinking this coffee, and by the way, because Renata and Mom know that when I'm in Germany, I have to have my espresso, they bought an espresso machine. So now they are stuck. They are basically stuck with an espresso machine because now they drink nothing but Organo Gold coffee. So it's when I hear my people from all over, and guess what happened? Because this is how you go to infinity. Renata meets with her friends, and now she has a few boxes of coffee that she was buying, and she meets with her friends, and she called me and she said, I met with some friends and I let them try the coffee, and when they were trying the coffee, I asked them, and they say they want to get into it, they want to buy. So I told Renata, if you get at least three people to buy the products from my company, the company will start giving you the product for free. So she didn't get me 3 people, she got me 5 people. She got me 5 people just to make sure that she would get her product. But she fell so much in love with the product that Renata Lamemir, I had to say it right because she corrected me the last time, she became a gold level distributor. She said, I want to join your team. So I'm going to become a gold level distributor, and I'm going to join you. I want to do what you guys are doing. And I have some of my friends in Argentina, some of my friends in Canada, Samantha now in Malaysia, hopefully will be one of the next distributors. Grandmaster Leon Weinmain, who is basically the person that is in charge of all over Asia, is just sent me an email that he's really getting motivated in getting his whole team together to see how they can become distributors as a team. And when you join the team, the level of education is not only for me. They are meeting everywhere. You go to organogolduniversity.com and you go to events, and you will see all the events, people that know this business 1,000 times better than me. I'm a new kid on the block. I'm just learning my way around. I love what I'm learning. I'm happy. I'm having fun what I'm doing. It's not a business that is stressful for me. I'm doing it and I'm having so much fun. It's not the money coming to me. It's the people that I see that are suffering, that are living paycheck by paycheck. And I bring them on and I say, you know, I want you to join this business. And I want to have a team of winners, a team made out of gold level distributor winner. Go get it, you know, have some fun. We work as a team, and we move with each other. People bring their potential distributor to my meeting, and you see people signing up. You see people signing up right at the meeting. So I want to invite you. I want you to come, go and look at the website, organogold.com. My website, my personal website is www.menciacafe.com. It's on the screen. Jot this number down, jot the website down, and we will be meeting with you every Monday from 6:30 to 7:30. And we'll be here for you to bring any topics you want to discuss. Let us know. We want to have a program, primetime program for you, where you can watch. People are watching us right now from different parts of the world. And that's the beauty of this kind of program. You can call the 1-800 number, the 888-565-1470. Call from anywhere. We will be able to have you on the phone and give your testimonial if you use the product. I don't care if you are a distributor for somebody else. If you want to come on the line and you want to give your testimonial of how this company have helped you, because one of my objectives is basically try to help people that are part of my life. Friends, I'm calling long-time friends of mine, students that I have not seen for many, many years in Taekwondo, colleagues of mine I've been calling and say, you know, I know you have your medical practice, but I have something I want to discuss with you that will generate so much money for you that you will have the bonus for your staff and no extra charge from you. It's basically just by the way they distribute and sell, you can have enough bonus to pay the staff without really coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of the product. And I tell you another anecdote, another story. I went to get my hair done. I go every Sunday get my hair done. I went to get my hair done, and the lady there, they did my nails, and the owner is the one who does my nail. And I told the owner, how would you like to join me on a venture, on a business where your rent for your hair and nail salon will be paid for, and the money that you are generating by doing hair and doing nail, you can use it basically for you. And she just opened her salon not too long ago. And she said, well, how would I do that? So, well, you know, become a distributor with me. I want you to become a distributor. I want you to get some of the products, and you can retail it. I told her how much money I was making. You can retail the product, and then people, a lot of her clients come from Canada during the snowbird season. And you can retail it, and you're going to make, you know, if you do as well as I'm doing, or halfway as well as I'm doing, because I asked her how much was her rent. It was like $1,300 a month. I say, if you do as well as I'm doing, you're going to pay your rent halfway as well as I'm doing. She goes, oh, Dr. Mencia, I don't know, you know, I got to think about it. I said, let me do something for you. I'm going to bring the product because she already has hot water in there. She doesn't have to do anything. I'm going to bring the product. I'm going to display them here for you. You're going to sell it. I'm going to give you the price that you're going to sell this product for, and I'm going to give you 50% of the profit for you. Does that sound like a deal you can handle? And she said, well, yes. And what did we learn? She didn't want to have a commitment to say, because when people want to be rich, you have to have two major components in order for you to be rich. First, you have to think big. A lot of doctors, they do well, but they don't become rich because they have their own tiny practice. My practice is called Adult and Geriatric Health Center, but most doctor practice will be called Andy Mencia PA, Mike Anthony PA. So you have to think big, number one. Number two, you have to invest into what you want to do. That will make you make a commitment. The lady was doing so well within the first week, she called me back and said, come and take your product. I thought she was angry at me. Come and take your product back because I want to fill out the application. I want everything coming to my pocket. So come to the meeting. It's every Wednesday and Friday, 5:30 to 6:30 is in English, 7 o'clock start the Spanish version, and then on Sunday at 2 o'clock, every Sunday, we have a distributor personal growth meeting. This is a meeting where we go in depth, because once you sign up, we are not going to drop you. On the Sunday's meeting at 2 o'clock p.m., we go in depth with what the distributor should know. And then every Sunday night at 9 o'clock, we have the Millionaire Mentor phone call. People call from all over the world. I want to thank you for being part of my very first show on the wonderful Well of Wellness. And I want you to jog it on the calendar. It's going to be here next Monday at 6:30. You have a great night and have an OG health week.
You have been listening to The Wonderful World of Wellness with Dr. Andy Mencia, who is a 2-year fellowship-trained geriatrician and owns a large multi-specialty geriatric center in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He believes in caring for the elderly in the most compassionate way, and to that end, he created the center with them in mind. Join Dr. Mencia every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. on the WWNN 1470 Radio TV network and on his website at www.wonderfulworldofwellness.com to ask any questions on the many topics he covers. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.